the Gadget Goddess. Today is Tuesday, November 17th. I have these cases that Ringke had sent me. I did an initial unboxing when the review kit first got here, and I said I would do another video once I got my phone. Y'all see this beautiful, beautiful color? I'm clearly biased, can't you tell? Either way, this is one of my favorite colors. I just want to put this out there that Ringke, I would have done the review earlier, but Ringke told me that they had some issues with their Ringke Fusion clear case. And so they said they would send me a replacement. That came in the mail late last night. So I'm gonna add that to these. I'm gonna show you what the original looked like that they said was dysfunctional. So I ranted and raved about this pink sand case, right? Opened it up, showed it to you in the other video. And I got that band that was too big in my last video. This is a very soft feeling case. If you haven't watched my previous unboxing of this review kit, I'll tag it here. But it's very soft and it feels better than the Ringke Air S case that was on the 11 Pro Max. This is the pink sand. It slides right on here. But it doesn't look bad even with the blue. Very pretty case. And all of these cases have lanyard holes on both sides. I loved the lanyard that they sent in a review kit. I did a review on the Ringke Slim case for the Galaxy Z Fold 2, the matte case when it came. I used the lanyard on that. I was pleasantly surprised at how well it held up. But with these, they have lanyards on both sides so the phone would hang as so, straight down. Hey, shout out to Catwoman. Look at that picture. I don't know if you can see that or not because it's kind of bright out here. But either way, cutouts align just fine. Charging and speaker. Sorry about that. You got nice little buttons here. Volume up and down. And your power switch is open. And the power button over here works just fine. There are no dedicated buttons. They're built into the case. There's your Ringke Air S case in pink sand, and it fits just fine. Next up, I have the Ringke Onyx Case. All of these are military grade, y'all. Nice little pattern there on the inside. To help with drop protection, because clearly I need that based on my last video. Jesus. I like how this case feels. There's a bigger lip around the camera than on the last case. It's gonna give you great protection because these cameras stick out quite a bit. And the slightest of well, the lips go up around the edges, which is where you really need it. So you don't really need the lip all the way around, just on your corners, because that's usually how they fall. And I only say that because I had the Rebel case and it only had edges. The rails are exposed on it. You got all your cutouts down here. Exposure just fine to mic and speaker and charging port. No switch between sound and vibrate. You have branding here that says it's the Ringke Onyx. Lanyard holes on both sides. Now these buttons, unlike the other case that I had a minute ago, feel like they're physical metal buttons. They're very clicky. And you know you're touching something other than the material that the phone is made out of. I like the raised pieces on the case. Very protective, not overly thick for no reason whatsoever. I love the feel of this case, even though I'm more partial to cases that let me show off the color of my phone. But if I was going out, let's say going out to drink or just, you know, somewhere where I'm going to need a little extra protection because I might drop my phone, this would be the case I would carry. And that's the Ringke Onyx. I had never heard of the Onyx until this year. I don't know if it's that new or I just didn't pay attention to it because I thought it was this thick, rugged case. Shout out to everybody who keeps sending me rugged cases for the Galaxy Z Fold. I'm not into rugged cases, y'all. Not at all. This is the Ringke Fusion X case. It's gonna be relatively similar to the Ringke Fusion case that I purchased on my own. Remember, all these were given to me by Ringke in this review kit When you get the Fusion cases, they have protection on the inside and the outside, so you have to make sure you remove that. Otherwise, you walk around with these little words on the inside of your case. My goal is never to scratch the case up, because these are my nails, and real nails scratch are really good. So that's a nice look. Kind of Carolina Panthers, or if you want to say Jacksonville Jaguars. Either way, I am really into sports, but I like this color regardless. I'm not a blue person, but if I'm gonna do a shade of blue, it's gonna be this shade. And I love a case that lets me show off the color of my phone. Cutouts align just fine. Speakers, mic, charging ports. These buttons are built into the case material. They're not separate buttons. There's some branding, Fusion X here. Any more speaking branding here? No. Lanyards, holes on both sides. Nothing up top. Okay, here's your little bit of Ringke branding down here at the bottom. I really do like this case. I left a piece of plastic in there I need to get out. So this is the black version of the Fusion. This is the Ringke Fusion Matte. Now this is the one that they told me was defective and they would send me another one. I love a matte case. A matte clear case, especially. Because you're not going to get the fingerprints that you would get on a just plain clear case unless you use that car wax. I mentioned the car wax on one of my previous videos. All right, so windy. So you see that's matte, not to be confused with frosted. I'm gonna slide this in here. I said this one was defective due to the edges. It gave a rainbow effect, and I don't see much of a rainbow effect, people. I don't see a rainbow effect to the back either. Okay, it's not anything that would bother me, but if clearly Ringke is a perfectionist company, not a problem with that. I'm a perfectionist too, Ringke, but I'm okay with rocking this Ringke, especially because it's matte. I think the other one they sent me is clear. I'll show you in a minute. We have all of our holes exposed: the mic, the charger, and the speaker. Maybe that's what they're talking about. It kind of sticks to the edge. That annoys people. Shock absorption technology, Ringke Fusion. So there's some branding. There's a number, and it's made in Korea. So you would really have to be looking hard to catch that rainbow or catch the oil spill effect. It gets rainbow and then it sticks. But I see what they mean. I got you, Ringke. Slight lip around the edge, Ringke branding at the camera. I'd rock it. Oh, this is amazing. I had to run across and get my case because the wind blew it. So Ringke was nice to send the replacements out. Just got those yesterday, and they sent out Fusion clear and a clear with a strap. Maybe they saw my video and saw how much I like the strap. I was gonna get a wrist strap. Oh, this isn't a wrist strap. This is just a big old strap, kind of like my other one. Okay, so this one, the little dot effect that everybody talks about, this is just a clear case. And the dots are supposed to keep it from touching and causing that oil slick kind of effect. And this is just clear. This isn't the clear matte. It says Air on the side. Y'all are not going to be confusing me with all these different names. Air iPhone 12 Pro Max Clear Strap Combo. Ringke just told me they were going to replace the one that they sent. And this isn't the same one, clearly, because initially I got a matte. I do have another lanyard though. Hey! I'm wanting to see the difference between this one and this one, because it just calls itself a Fusion iPhone 12 Pro Max Clear. So that one's an Air. Cutouts are fine. Ringke branding down here at the bottom. Made in Korea there. Lanyard holes on both sides. Buttons are built into the case material. Access to your switch. All is well in life. I do like this case. I always like clear cases though. Beauty, I like seeing my phone. I think that's the Air S case. So there's the matte one. And this one is just the clear one. This is the clear Fusion. And that was the, oh, it's the clear Air. Okay. There is a difference in these two, people. This one is a Fusion, so I gotta do the peeling the stuff out again. Bear with me. Oddly enough, nobody won my other giveaway. Was it that hard? I'm sorry, y'all. My giveaway for the Ringke Fusion matte case for the Galaxy Z Fold 2. You just had to count my go-to word, which everybody guessed correct. So is my go-to word. Shout out to everybody who guessed that right. But nobody could guess how many times I said it. This is the Ringke Fusion, not to be confused with the Ringke Air. It does not give the effect on the edges, just like the Air didn't. Cutouts are legit. Charging port. Lanyard holders on both sides. Camera is pulled up and recording. Lip around the camera. Branding right there in the camera slot. Slightest of slight lips around the edges. This is the Lanyard with no branding. Yes, I am decked out in my blue today. But no branding on this Lanyard like I did with the other one. Phone is secured. This would definitely be like game day gear for me. Tailgate attire. That's how you do it. You got to be head to toe. I didn't want to open any of this stuff and try it on until I talked to y'all. Can y'all believe I've been holding out on all of this wonderfulness except for the last two cases that came in? Last but not least is the case I purchased for myself. I can't go without a Ringke Fusion X case with a pattern on it. So last year I did the stripes for my 11 Pro Max. You go back and watch that video. This year I went back to camo. And like I said, with all the other Fusions, the protective covered on the inside so it doesn't get scratched up in routes. Is that two pieces? I just pulled one off. Am I being punked? Can y'all believe this? Y'all saw me just pull it off, right? Okay, round two. Hit me up and let me know if any of y'all had double protection on the inside of your Fusion X camo. Tech King Mike, I know you got one. Let me know. Okay. And every time I get one of these cases, I had one from my Huawei P40 Pro. Just makes me think of the ocean. Oh, this beautiful blue. It's like the ocean. Cutouts, perfection as always. Lanyard holes on both sides. I will say that that lanyard's not going to stay on that case. I'll probably put it on the Onyx case. Power button. Volume rocker up and down. On and off for your silent switch. And everything's lovely. So I've been holding out on using any of these cases until I shot this video. I'd like to thank everybody for hanging out. Furbaka, I appreciate you coming out. I know it's been a while. And Yoda, I appreciate you coming out too, spending some time with me outside. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I know cases can be kind of boring. So the guys are in sync. When I recorded my Instagram video, they wouldn't talk to one another. Let's do this. I will leave links in the description for all of this stuff. Every single case, even the case that included the lanyard and the one I paid for myself. If you enjoyed yourself and you're not a member here, please subscribe. Join us on Talking Tech Tuesdays if you ever have the opportunity or you're into conversing back and forth live. Or if you enjoy good tech news, check out my podcast with Catwoman Gadget Chats. It's also a YouTube channel, but it's also a podcast that you can find on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else you might want to listen to podcasts. I appreciate y'all, and I hope to catch you on the next video. Holla!